Yes.
Okay.
My name's Elizabeth Westman. I live on Englewood Road up in that noble area.
Outstanding.
And I'm going to talk to you a little bit more about collaboration, which you just mentioned. So there are limits to what city government can do by itself. Cleveland Heights has a wonderful history of community groups identifying problems and initiating projects to address them. If you could talk a little bit more about your views of collaboration and any ways you would like to see the city work with all segments of the community. You already mentioned nonprofits, but from individuals to neighborhood groups to businesses to strengthen our city.
Well, I think when I'm talking about attracting businesses here to Cleveland Heights, the small businesses, I would like to offer them 0% loans and also offer them limited income, corporate income tax abatements as a way to try to attract them. One of the guidelines that we would have is that we would mandate that they have a certain quota of hiring Cleveland Heights residents. I think getting Cleveland Heights residents jobs that are close by, that they can ride their bike to work or walk to work, is something that really fits well into the greater goals of most of us here in Cleveland Heights. So that would be working with businesses. That's one way that we could work with them. Heights Repair Resource Center, Heights Community Congress, groups like this that are already established here, to bring them in for consultation, not just that they're there and they have their own thing, but perhaps even bringing them into some type of commission, such as the Citizens Advisory Committee, but being one at the nonprofit and the business level would be something that we should really consider. Again, thinking outside the box, we need new ideas. And pretty much any idea that someone comes to me with, I'm not gonna throw it out. I'm gonna consider it. Brainstorming, there's no bad ideas. And Cleveland Heights is due for a major brainstorm. And that's what I think, again, that I'm gonna bring, that new perspective, the willingness to try new things, collaboration, extremely important, regionalism. We must start regionalism. We can't wait another 8 or 10 years. It's just, we continue to talk and nothing happens. We can start it right here in our own little area. I know that University Heights is interested in the idea of cooperation, not merger. They're not interested in that, but they are interested in cooperation. I know that South Euclid, the Mayor Wello, is interested in cooperation. I know that Shaker Heights, once they see that what we're doing with these 3 cities here, Cleveland Heights, South Euclid, and University Heights, I think that they'll want to join up too, because it just makes sense.
I'm giving you your 5-minute warning on your last 2 questions.
Okay, these 2 are shorter, but just as important.
Right.
The next question is on social and community inclusion. We're a community that's proud of its diversity and our tradition of inclusion. How do you see these issues and where can we improve?
Diversity, that's one of the great things about Cleveland Heights. That's really what makes the neighborhoods special, is that our neighbors don't all look the same, don't all think the same, don't all worship the same. Our diversity is our strength. It was our strength when I was growing up. It's our strength now, is that we're not just, like I said, we're not neighbors that are just happen to be neighbors. We know each other. We wave to each other. We care about each other. We have each other over for barbecues. We have block parties, hopefully. Not every street, but they are fun, and I recommend having them if your street doesn't. We're a community that's engaged in each other's lives. To whatever degree that is, we are engaged. And that is something that is special. Again, I do not see that happening in too many other cities locally. We are, I think, the role model for how a successfully integrated city lives. Can we improve? There's always room for improvement. I think that there's certain areas, like when we point them out, that perhaps are lagging behind commercially, business-wise, and maybe they're not getting the right attention, and that concerns me. I'm not saying that it's anything that someone feels that because of the diversity they don't support those areas, but I think that those areas are being neglected, and I'm concerned that we're not looking at things as a whole. We're not looking at the city as a whole. We're maybe picking certain areas and saying that's where our strength is, and that's where we're going to focus our attention, when we really need to diversify, and reach out to those other economically maybe less advantageous areas and offer the city's full assistance in getting those areas to be better.
Okay. Environmental sustainability, I'm sorry, Robin Coslin, Wood Road. I keep forgetting that part. Environmental sustainability is a critical need and a 21st century priority. Increasingly, green initiatives are not only fundamental, but promise to create an excitement and generate economic development for individuals and communities. What role should city government have in fostering environmental sustainability and eco-friendly lifestyles, which you've talked about a lot?
It is very exciting. Green is the way to go. We're moving that direction, and we need to move faster in that direction. I think that attracting green businesses here to Cleveland Heights is a big first start. We must attract the green business community here to Cleveland Heights because we will benefit from it. They will benefit from it because our residents will be servicing their goods. And we will benefit because it will show the region, the entire Northeast Ohio, maybe the Midwest, that we are choosing to be at the forefront of the green movement. And if we wait 5, 10 years to move on this, it's gonna be too late. Someone else is gonna think of this idea, because this idea should be there. I don't know why a city hasn't really started marketing itself to the green consumer and to the green business community. We must move forward, and like I said, we have the space available. We have, as we said, we have a lot of available space on Noble, Taylor, Mayfield, and parts of Lee. All we have to do is, where there's a will, there's a way. We have to take the talking about it and take it to the next step. Another thing that, like I said, I think I said earlier, that we really need to jump on the state grants, the county grants, and the federal grants. I believe the federal grants are going to be coming. President Obama, when he was running, said 2 million green jobs. 2 million. Cleveland Heights, we need to get our portion of that. And Barack Obama's not just going to say 2 million jobs, there it is. He's going to offer incentives for states, counties, and cities to bring those jobs to fruition. So we need to be on the forefront of that.
Okay. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.